Welcome to Lady Lovely Locks channel, where I talk about wigs, and more wigs. My name is Corinne. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see on my channel, please like and subscribe, and then you get more information all the time. And I really like doing this for fun. I don't do it for money. It's really just to be helpful, because when I first started wearing wigs, oh, let me just adjust that a little bit. Okay, perfect. When I first started wearing wigs, I looked on YouTube videos all the time, and it was just, sometimes the lighting was off, and just sometimes it's hard to tell. You need to see it on different people, different skin tones, different face shapes, different ages, everything. So I'm just one more person to add to that whole bunch. And I encourage everyone who wears wigs, have a YouTube channel, because it helps everybody. It helps you see just more variety, because it's hard, especially when you shop online. If you don't always go to a wig store, you don't live near one, it's very hard to find what you're looking for, and all those returns can get expensive. So I just wanted to help out, and so here I am. And today I have the best, like if I could have the rocky music, like the do 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 do, at the beginning when they're, the I think it's the eye of the tiger. I probably can't put that on this, but if I could have that play when I put this wig on, I would, because this is one of my pride and joys, okay? So I bought this from the Beauty Nook. I bought it for Black Friday. At the time, I had a really good paying job, and I was saving up, and so this is one of the wigs that I bought, and I am so happy, so happy. Hair makes me happy, and maybe it's because my whole life I had thin hair, and it just got worse and worse and worse, and I wish I would have started wearing wigs a very long time ago, because I could have spent way less money on pills and things that don't work, way less heartache, way less stressing over people looking at my crappy hair. Like, I just wish I could have started wearing wigs a long time ago. But with that, let's talk about my pride and joy. So this is John Renau's Penelope. This is from their professional collection, which means you can only get them from a brick and mortar store. And the Beauty Nook, granted, they do their lives online and everything, and they're in Indiana, and I'm in Arizona. It was able, because she did sales and people came into her store and everything, I was able to get this from her for a phenomenal price. I compared other prices. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly, but I think it's like $400 maybe. I don't know. Phenomenal. I was so happy, because this is Remy Human hair, you guys. Remy Human hair. So it is the best quality hair. And some people say, well, how do you know it's ethically sourced and everything like that? And here's the thing, when it comes to ethically sourced, I'll say this really brief and then I'll move on, because that could be like a whole nother video. But just, and when it's ethically sourced, it means like they didn't drug the people and like just chop it off their head and move on like that. I'm sure that happens, but the thing is, with that quality, it's not going to be the same, and it's going to be mainly on like extensions and things like that. But with a wig, they have to get good quality. It's just, you can tell the difference. So I'll just say enough about that. And big companies like John Renau, Raquel Welch, they have an image to uphold. So if they, word would get out that they were not getting their hair from the right people, and that would be bad, and then they would shut down. So ethically sourced, beautiful, healthy hair. This is obviously not virgin, because of the color and everything, but we'll get to that. So this, so I don't do measurements and everything on my channel. You can look that up elsewhere. I just try and make my videos brief and personable best I can, but I'm with editing and all that, I'm not good with the measurements and looking all that up. But I do know this is a little bit shorter than Blake, but she's definitely a boob hugger. She's right at my boobs. So She's a good length, definitely a long gal, but what I like about Penelope, she's got these bangs. I mean, they're not really bangs, but just this extra layer right here. I mean, you could do that with Blake as well. But I don't have a Blake, so I don't really have a good comparison. Maybe in the future I'll get a Blake, but we'll do some fun comparisons. She is 100% hand-tied cap. You guys know I love hand-tied caps. They're just wefted. It just makes the hair poofier, and I don't like that. I've never had thick poofy hair, so for me, I'm just not comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable, but other people, they had thick hair once in their day, so they want big poofy, you know, Texas hair. There's nothing wrong with that, but I like hand-tied because it's closer to my head. It feels like my hair doesn't feel like I have this big thing on my head, just because I'm not used to it. But she is lace front, so this is what their hand-tied caps look like. Velcro dressers, like all the other ones, at least the newer ones. The velvet ear tabs, which I find are super comfortable because there's some brands that don't have the velvet, and those wigs are just more itchy. This is just a single mono top, and then the regular lace. So we do know that, you know, a lot of us have said that John Renau, they don't have the best lace fronts. But one thing I've noticed, because this is my, I think I have 3 John Renaus that are human hair, and one of them is it's Leah, the double mono top, no lace front, and then I have Carrie, and then this one. And then comparing the lace front to synthetic, there's something different. I think the lace is the same, but the way they do their hair with the human hair, like you see how it's kind of laid out like that. Let me try and, I always try not to pull my lace, but it seems like that's what always happens. You see how it kind of lays like that, and you see like that. It just, for some reason, I feel like it just gives this more realistic look to the lace front, because it kind of gives the illusion of like baby hairs that are laid flat that we do on a lot of our pieces. So I think that's why I like the human hair versions, lace fronts for John Renau, than the synthetics. At least in my opinion, I just feel like because of the way the hair, they have hair that lays flat right there, it kind of helps hide the lace. So yeah, so that's my opinion on their lace front. So let's talk about this color. This is 32F. Now, I will tell you, this color I haven't seen a human hair version of this on YouTube yet. I do know, I saw an Instagram post once by Mimo, and she had Sienna in this color, but I haven't seen her do a YouTube video on it. So yeah, now I don't expect this to be a super popular color that all people are dying to get, but I mean, why not? Because look at this. So it is not, at first when I got it, I was kind of disappointed because it wasn't the same darkness as the synthetic, which you have to come to realize that that's just how it's going to be with any human hair. It's always going to be less intense than the synthetic version. So I thought this was more like FS27. But I love this color. I love it. If I was gonna wear this out, I would need to darken that for sure, just to make it blend a little better. But it's got this, you know, that highlighting that the synthetic does. I'll do a comparison. I'll do a comparison of the two. But it's just that beautiful auburn. I mean, could you imagine doing this to your hair? Like the amount of money it would cost? It'd be unreal. And then to be able to maintain it. So yeah, Wigs it is. Another kudos for Wigs. But this is just, it's got the darker tips at the bottom. Okay, so I have to say one little thing. This disclaimer, I got rooting put into this, like about a level 6, because I know that it will fade over time. I got a level 6 done by my wig designer, Haley at, I think she changed her name to Designer Wig Outlet. So yeah, she did the rooting for me. I hope you guys can see this. It's, you know, it's pretty subtle. So to make this more realistic, I would pluck this out. Pluck this out, add some makeup to it. Here, I'll show you some of my tricks. So you would pluck this out, and then you take, for those of you that are brand new to this, because I know sometimes you always wonder what people are talking about. Once you pluck it out, you take like powdered concealer, not cream concealer, powdered, and just take a regular makeup brush and you just dust it in there, and then just lightly do it in there, and then that gives the cap. I'm not gonna do this now because honestly I'm not gonna wear this wig for a while. So yeah, you just kind of dust where the scalp's gonna be. And then also another trick of the trade is this stuff. This is called, oh, it's upside down. It's a silicone tape. Just look up silicone tape on Amazon and you'll find it. I don't know where else you would get it. But it looks like this. And when you take this off and you put it underneath, it gives the illusion of scalp. So it really does make a difference. Sometimes I just do the makeup trick. Some it needs a little more. So it just depends on your preference, I guess. I don't have that tape on all of them, but I pretty much do the makeup trick on all of them. Anyway, so this has rooting, and it was done like throughout, so that way if I want to put this up, I can, and it helps blend with my bio hair. And the thing is because this doesn't have rooting and it doesn't have the double mono top like the Alexis, that highlighting was just little, it just didn't look as natural as I would prefer. So I got the rooting done. With human hair, you can do that. You can take, I mean, if you know how to do it yourself, go for it. But I recommend taking it to a professional. You might be able to find some salons nearby, but if you live in a more of like you know, if you live in the city, you're not like out and you're hours away from a city, you'll probably be able to find a wig stylist who can do it for you. Also, I mean, if you really were serious about it and you really wanted a wig, you know, because it helps with your comfort, you have to do things that make you feel comfortable in a wig. And that's what I did to make myself feel comfortable in this. And I know, like with Haley, for example, at her store, you could even mail her pieces. And I know she's not the only one that does that. So just look around, you know, Google is your friend, internet is your friend, and see who's nearby, or see who you could mail a piece to that could add the rooting. Because, you know, you invest good money into this, so you want to be comfortable. You want to feel confident. And now that there's rooting in this, like, oh, I love it. I love it. This hair, now I haven't washed this. I haven't even worn her, I think I've worn her out like once. But I, you know, because I'm a wig hoarder, I save them because I was going to start school this year, but I'm going to start my doctorate probably next year. I'm trying to do a change in what I'm doing, you know, as far as my scope as a nurse. So I'm trying to change that up right now and get some other experience. So next year I'm going to start school. When I start school, like, I will not be able to buy wigs, at least not as many as I have before. I'll have to be in a little bit of a hiatus. So this is one that I bought to wear like this next winter or just in the future. So I won't have any like Instagram pictures other than doing this review today, but I won't have any Instagram pictures of this or anything like that, just because it'll be one that I save. I've noticed, you know, the more wigs you have, if you can space out when you wear them, especially the longer ones, they will last way longer. And then essentially all the ones that you like, you just keep rotating them and they'll all last you really, really, really long time. And your short ones, those things last for a very long time. I mean, they just last forever because they're short, and those are the ones I wear to work. So yeah, but anyways, this is her. This is Penelope. Remember, she's part of the professional collection, so you can't just look her up on, you know, any regular retailer. she's not there. You have to be able to go to like a brick and mortar store. But I highly recommend her. She's gorgeous. Let me do a little 360 for you. Do you even see the whole thing? Ugh. One more thing to add is that the hand tie cap, they have some stretch to them. So I feel like if your head is bigger, then you could stretch into this. With this one, I feel easily. I have a smaller head, and this one, of course, I let the sticky stuff in the back, those little adjusters loose. I might have to make them tight again because this feels a little loose on me. But you can tighten it up, and because it's that stretch, it will stay small if you have a small head, and it'll stretch out if you have a big head. So I definitely love the hand-tied caps. So thank you for watching. This is Penelope at 32F. If you like this piece, or I mean, if you like my reviews, like and subscribe. And if you don't like them and you want to give me a thumbs down, just give me the courtesy and tell me why. If you watched this video to the very end, thank you. I love you. Have a good day.